So next month, June, the Catholic bishops will decide whether Joe Biden should be prohibited from receiving communion, the sacrament of the Eucharist in the Catholic Church. Coming to Biden's aid is Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia. Does that name ring a bell? There he is. He ran with Hillary Clinton. A lot of people don't even remember that. So writing in the National Catholic Reporter, here's what Mr. Senator Kaine says, quote, "Of course, any church can set conditions on the behavior of its members. So Biden and most of us do our best as imperfect people to follow church rules in our own daily lives. But bishops demanding that Catholics in public life not only live according to church doctrine, but additionally shape the law, even to include the threat of criminal prosecution and punishment, to enshrine church doctrine on sexuality as mandatory for all Americans is contrary to our basic liberty." Now that is one slick piece of propaganda. That is some of the most sophisticated propaganda I have seen in years. Number one, this isn't about the Catholic Church doctrine on sexuality. There's nothing to do with that. It's about the Catholic Church's dogma that all life comes from God. There's a difference. Doctrine is man-made rules. Remember, can't eat meat on Friday? That was doctrine. That can be changed like that. Dogma is essential belief system of the Catholic Church. All life comes from God, and you, a human being, are not allowed to take a life unless it's in self-defense, justified war, that kind of a thing. All right? So, right away, Tim Kaine, who's a Catholic, as he stated, distorts the main point of this whole discussion. And he does it very slick, very slick. The second thing is that the Catholic Church, because of that dogma of respecting life, has a perfect right to tell not only its congregants, but everybody in the world that life should be respected, because that's what Jesus did. So the Catholic Church doesn't have rules. Well, I can't say this. If it's dogma, they can say it to anybody. Now, why go after Biden? And Pelosi, by the way. Pelosi's worse than Biden. Well, because the rationale is, and Cuomo in New York does this, all the Catholic liberal politicians do it. Well, my conscience may say abortion's wrong, but I can't impose that on non-Christian people, non-believers. I can't do that. Okay, I'll accept that argument. So Roe v. Wade, if you're not going to work to overturn it, I understand it. However, you, as a practicing Catholic, cannot defy the dogma and still be one. Not only is Biden and Pelosi defying a core belief of their religion, they're promoting abortion, making it easier to take a life, okay? Or a potential life if you want to just split those hairs, because that's what people do, all right? They're making it easier. No restrictions. And not only that, they want my money and your money to pay for it. What Biden and Pelosi are doing is they're not accepting the law. They are making it far easier to take a life or a potential life. And you're telling me that the bishops and the Catholic Church and the Pope don't have a right to call that out? Come on. Come on, Tim Kaine. I'll debate you anywhere at any time about this. And you know what? You'd never show up. In a million years would you show up. Okay. Just for your information, there are only 7 countries in the entire world, 7, that allow abortion on demand for any reason at any time. They are Canada, China, Netherlands, North Korea, Singapore, USA, and Vietnam. Okay? That's it.